Welcome back to Adobo Nation at tuloy pa rin ang usapang kasalan. Maraming natataranta sa paghahanda sa event na to, lalo na sa bride. Kasi para sa mga babae, everything has to be perfect on this day. Tapos gusto mo pang magpakasal sa Pilipinas? Planning a wedding from so far can really turn the blushing bride into one bad trip bridezilla. To help us lighten that load, we have Kaye Cloutman, the author of the Modern Balikbayan Bride. Hi, Kaye.
Hi, Jaja. Thanks for having me here.
Of course. So what inspired you to write this book, The Modern Balikbayan Bride?
Well, I did this because I also planned my wedding from afar, and it was really daunting. So I thought about it, and I said, wouldn't it be nice if somebody actually helped other overseas Filipino brides plan their wedding? So this is the reason why I came up with the book.
Right. It's actually a brilliant idea. Pero ano ba ang Modern Balikbayan Bride? Is it a bride that comes out in a balikbayan dress?
Well, not really, but actually a modern balikbayan bride wants something new and fresh to their wedding, not the traditional type of wedding. So in this book, you got a whole lot of information on the fresh, fashion-forward concepts of bridal gowns and so much more. I can't say everything, but in a nutshell, it's all in the book.
So basically, a Modern Balikbayan Bride is a bride from here or from wherever they are. Tapos sa Philippines sila magpapakasal. So a lot of the information would be on this book.
All right.
So tell us, what are the top 3 things that a Balikbayan bride needs to know when planning a wedding in the Philippines?
Okay, well, first of all, make sure that all of your bases are covered. You gotta check with your consul. If you're in London, you gotta make sure that all the requirements for marrying a foreigner or a Filipino, and if you're based there, there could be logistical problems getting married in the Philippines, so make sure all of that are covered. And the church requirements,
so
you have you have to coordinate with the church that you want to have a wedding in.
Kasi usually fully booked usually ang mga churches sa Philippines, diba? Kasi marami talaga nagpapakasal.
Tapos kailangan mo din canonical interview. You also have to have a seminar.
Mga confirmation, di ba, mga sacraments, ganyan. And also, how about wedding planners? Do you suggest or recommend a wedding planner?
I recommend them highly because when you book a wedding planner, they give you the best rates for the suppliers because they already work hand in hand with them. So they have a relationship with them already.
And I looked at your book, and there are also like suppliers, a lot of suppliers here, and they're very top-notch. So how much would it cost, you think, to have a wedding in the Philippines?
Well, anywhere between $10,000 to $25,000. But it's not expected.
Pero bongga na yon.
Sobra. Mga 450 guests na yon.
Wow! As in, isang buong barangay fiesta na yon, di ba? As opposed to kung dito mo gagawin sa States. Di ba? Very minimal yung accommodations. So what are the top 10 things that a balikbayan bride should consider kapag must-have pag may wedding na?
Well, mainit sa Philippines.
Mainit, di ba?
So you need the face blotters because the last thing you want to see in your picture is shiny nose and everything.
And oiliness is next to ugliness.
Correct. So, and then you also need to have like the gel insole. I call them the heavenly insole gel pads because you're gonna be standing and you know.
And imagine 450 guests, pa-picture ka ng pa-picture doon. Syempre, talagang mahihirapan ang paa mo.
And then yung aisle is sobrang haba, so you have to have the walk. You know, and that day, and you really have to be comfortable in your shoes, especially kung naka-stilettos ka.
And I think most importantly, yung photographer and videographer, kasi yun yung maiiwan, di ba, after the wedding.
Kasi the whole wedding is gonna happen like a blur. And the only thing that you will be left with are the pictures and the videos and, you know, the memories. So you have to invest on that. It doesn't really matter how much you spend. The memories is just priceless.
Will last forever. Exactly.
Priceless.
So, ayan. So, para kay Mishi, ayan, itong Modern Balikbayan Bride book has everything that Mishi needs to know and all the other Canadians out there who plan to have their weddings in the Philippines, diba? Especially ngayong June.
Yes.
So, where can they find the book?
Well, they can go to my website. It's www.clout.org and then /balikbayanbride. And you can add me in Facebook, Kaye Cloutman. I can also help you
Wow.
with your
For free
planning.
sa Facebook?
Oh yeah, for free.
Wow,
I like
imagine
doing that.
Oh, thank you very much, Kay, and for the helpful tips, ano? At siguradong mapapa-I do ako. I do want to buy your book also. At matitame itong mga bridezillas dyan out there na nahihirapan sa kanilang kasal. Ayan, pagkatapos ng kasalan, honeymoon naman. Tingnan nyo kung type ninyo itong puntahan. Samahan natin si Paring Matt as he tours us around his hood in San Jose.